What's up, everybody? It's the Time For Toku Podcast, back for another episode. And today we've got a very special topic because we're going to be talking about Zenkaiger, which is the brand new Sentai that premiered last week, as of the time of this recording. Only the first episode has been released. The second episode apparently has just gotten released. We're waiting for subs, though. But we do have a very wonderful cast to talk about Zenkaiger today, so let's start it off with our friend Blackwing. How you doing, friend?
I am doing good. Glad to be talking about Zenkaiger.
Deka, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good. It's Deka.
We have our friend E.
Peace and blessings to everybody.
We have Criss.
What's good, Chris? You know who it is?
We have Miggy.
Hey, Zenkaiger's gonna be good this year. Let's go.
And we also have one of our newer members, Frankie. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm just ready to go full power, full force.
Well, the topic on the board for tonight is, obviously, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger has officially premiered and has been subbed by Overtime, so now everyone can torrent in the States. Let's talk about it. Fucking right?
The only way to go.
Literally. So let's talk about it. First off, I want to get everyone's general overall thoughts on the episode before we get more in depth. So, what are everyone's general thoughts on the episode?
Exciting!
Great premiere.
I was just so anxious just to even watch the episode before the subs even came out. I was so impatient waiting, like, where are the subs for this episode? I want to watch it.
We was going crazy on the timeline. I was like,
going nuts.
I was threatening the people who was doing the subs. I'm like, yo, hurry up. I need my shit now. I was like an addict, bro. I was like, I need my drugs.
Tyrone Big.
I think we got spoiled with Care Major, and that's why everyone was freaking out over where the subs were.
Yeah.
I mean, the way Kira Major ended and how, Zenkaiger just, premiered itself, it was just like, dang, we just got so anxious, like, we all got impatient. Bottom line, we were all impatient.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, and the clips that were on Twitter, oh my god, I was trying to ignore them so bad.
I was trying to ignore my Twitter timeline so bad.
For 2 days, because I was like, I don't want to see any Zenkaiger. Please, there goes it. Oh, I don't want to see that clip. I don't want to see that clip yet. Like, always. Every time I'm waiting for a sub, I always gotta avoid Twitter.
Exactly. I'm avoiding Twitter right now.
Oh yeah, it's full of like episode 2 shit right now.
I know. I'm seeing a bunch of like people are doing something about Down and Jiran, and I'm like, nope, no. I say no. I did not give my consent.
You gave consent by clicking the app.
I didn't.
That we're at right now. Because you know better.
I refuse to say that I gave consent in any sense. But, so we have the first episode to talk about, and, as for premiere, we've got a pretty good look at 2 of our main characters. So let's start by talking about the main guy himself, Zenkaiger, Kaito. What are our feelings on Kaito? Start off with, Miggy and Deka.
Deka, you want to go first?
Yeah, I think Kaito was a pretty cool character. I like how he was really enthusiastic and like eager about things, kind of like Drew was in the last season. I also like him as a ranger because I kind of like how he's a white ranger that's the leader, kind of like Big One and Jacka or Tommy in season 2 of Power Rangers. I like his suit. It's kind of a mix of Aqua Ranger, Big One, and Double Rider. Yeah, he was a pretty good ranger.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to agree on that. Kaito, he looks like he's about to be a lot of fun. He definitely, like, just because of his history with his parents, like, researching on Kikainoids and like their world, like he definitely feels like he has a responsibility to like take care of the relations between the Kikainoids and people. So like that's gonna be an interesting dynamic to like play the middleman. And like he also just like when they found the hideout, like where his parents like built the Gatlingers and stuff, like he was already like ready to go. He was like, "Grandma, grab this gun, let's fucking go." Like his eagerness is gonna be something that I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, I think he's gonna turn out to be like a pretty good leader.
Nice, nice. Blackwing, E, what are your overall thoughts on Kaito as a character in the first episode?
E, you can go first. Ladies first.
Like Ten said, y'all forgot. Sure. Oh Lord, I'm finna mess up her name. God.
Shirahime.
There you go. I was like, I'm not finna do that. He's been cool to me so far. Very eager. I think a lot of the leaders, I won't say reds. He just seemed very eager, kind of like how all of them been so far, in these past years. So, and I admire his passion, cause he's like, these robots came in, he tried to do the right thing, just be polite and stuff, even when I can't talk. Basically made his own perception before completely judging, if that makes sense. So I appreciate that, trying to show kids, like, get to know people first before you just try to lump all people together, if that makes sense. So I think that was a good point to show that in the first episode with his character.
All right, Blackwing, have anything to say?
Kind of piggybacking on what E said, yeah, Kaito, he's very, very eager as past leaders of Sentai. Like, Juru was energetic and eager, Lucky was energetic and eager, and, so was Ko. I mean, the Reds from Lupat, it depends on their personalities pretty much clash with each other, which made them, very divisive within that show, but Lupat is like in a different category of its own. But like E said, Kaito definitely has that same energy as past Red Rangers, even though he's not a Red. But I like his energy. A lot of people like to complain about, very loud Red Rangers or just, very loud Red Rangers in Sentai, when pretty much them being loud, it's their way of being motivating, and if people can't get with that program, then I'm sorry. Is what you get. You're not gonna get like you're not gonna get a Shinken Red personality, stoic Red all the time. So, but overall, I like his character.
Very true, very true. And finally, we have Criss and Frankie. What are your thoughts on Kaito?
Kaito is dope, bro. I'm liking his character. I like how, although this is more of like the what is the Jew Ranger mech, like his character, what's his name? Juran. All those kind of like slightly an opinion on Juran, but I like how when before the show even like premiered their first episode, everyone was like, they can't do this. It's like a Kamen Rider thing. There's only technically one Ranger, right? And even like in a sense with Kaito, he was like he was like basically spitting in our faces as the fans, saying this is not gonna work. He's just a robot. He looked at him like he was nothing less than like he looked at him as an equal. He looked at him like, I don't care if you're a robot. Like I love you guys. Like I see y'all as friends. Like he was like, I shouldn't give up on you guys. You know what I mean? And Juran was like looking at himself. He was like, they're not gonna like me. And they're like, kind of like how he was being down on himself, kind of like how the fans were saying, he's a robot. He's not gonna be a real Ranger. But Kaito was like, no, you are gonna be a Ranger. You're gonna help me because you're my friend. You know what I mean? Like I like that. Like I'm liking how he basically, like, it's kind of meta, but he kind of like spit in the fans' face of the complaint of they're not real Rangers. But Kaito looked at him and he was like, listen, I know you might think no one likes you, but I like you, and I need your help, Mister And I like that. Like, I like his whole, like, personality already. He's determined. He's kind of like how, Aruto in 01. He wants to co-live together. Like, the androids and the humans. He wants the robots and the humans to live together as well. And that's dope. I like those type of characters, and I can't wait to see even more.
All right, Frankie, your thoughts on Kaito?
Yeah, I would just like to piggyback on Criss, like, I really like the determination Kaito had when he realized that, the more evil robots, like, were starting to, like, take over. Like, he looked at this situation, and instead of, like, panicking or, like, looking at the nicer robots differently, like, he was like, oh my god, like, I need to fix this. I want to help, and that's, like, the kind of motivation that we all need to have in ourselves, like, he really just went forth, like, even before he even knew about, like, the Gatlingers, like, he was like, no, I want to help. I don't know how, but I am. And that's honestly already great for a character, like, I love to see that kind of side of people where they're just, they have that determination to want to do more than they even think that they could handle, like Kaito, like, from the first scene that we met him, we already learned that he was, a very big go-getter, he wanted to bungee jump off, like, a tower, be the first to do it. Like, we already learned from that scene that, like, he's the kind of person that puts his head towards something and he will try his best to do it, so I feel like that kind of energy is really going to translate well as, the leader for this Zenkai team and making friends along the way.
Yeah. Just to piggyback on everyone here, I really think that this season's going to tackle themes of humanity when it comes to the Kikainoids and the humans, and I think that Kaito's going to be just the pure center of that, where he's the one who's like, I don't really see you as much different than everyone else, and I kind of want to be your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
one more thing I want to talk about. I
ahead.
love that line when he says, I'm not a YouTuber, when it's like, I don't care if you're a YouTuber or something, and he's like, I'm not a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Dino Fury is scared to mention YouTube, but Sentai was like, we'll say it, you know what I mean? Like, that was kind of funny. I was thinking in the back of my head.
But yeah, I'm very impressed overall with Kaito as a character already, and I can already see where the themes of the season are going to be going in terms of his character arc. I can already imagine a couple episode concepts that, like, I'm like playing them in my head, and I can already see how it's going to be good. But we do have another member of Zenkaiger to talk about because he also got introduced in this episode. I'm going to say this out right now. I think Jurien is best boy. I love him so much.
Zenkaiger.
He's so funny. He's so funny. I love him.
Zenkaiger!
Yeah, so, like, I'm just going to give my quick thoughts on it right quick. Juran was someone that, honestly, he looked like he was having fun. And I liked that in a first episode. He has had this he had this, like, aura of, fun energy to him. Like, it was so much fun to watch him, and that's really the only way I can describe him. And it's just, I had such a good time watching Jordan just do his thing.
Yeah, like, with the way that he was, like, dancing in the beginning with the young hipster kids, like, it just really goes to show.
How do you do,
like,
fellow kids?
Right,
Yo,
he straight up pulled
kids.
Michael Jackson moves. He straight up pulled up,
Bro,
like,
he
moves
did
from Thriller.
and beat it, bro. He did,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I know, because I know the choreography. He did the fucking choreography. I was like, yo, bro, this thing
My
is
man
hip.
had Michael Jackson on loop.
Yeah, bro.
Like, dude,
And then he
the
called
Kikainoids have only been around for a month, and he picked up on fucking classic fucking hits like that. You know he's gonna fucking fight.
Before I forget this thought, he feels like that dad that has his first day off and he's like, I've never had fun before, but let me have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a wing
like,
it.
He wants to like go give it a try, you know, and like he goes back to that like moment where he likes to dance later on in the episode, you know, when he's like dancing to the jingle. Like I really found that like really charming and fun, and also the memes of people putting music over that is hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait, there's already a meme about that?
Yeah, that was a meme. That was a hot meme.
You gotta show me some of these.
Oh, Essay made a post. I'll show you later. But yeah, I just can't wait to see more of Juden. I thought he was so much God. I want to see more of him. I want to see more of him so badly. Well, let's see. Deka. You know, what were your thoughts on Juden as a character in the first episode?
You can go first.
Okay. Like everybody said, like he was a fun character. Like I also enjoyed when he was dancing to the sounds that the gun make. That was fun because that was a dope beat. And I also like, and I don't think a lot of people talk about this, like when he like shot the little henchman while the monsters were talking, and he just said bow, like what's up, like you know, like, and it's like
he was like, yeah.
Yeah, like that's how old people do. Like, we ain't got to talk.
The funniest fucking moment in Sentai.
Like, for real, because, I mean, it just reminds you, like, all, like, the old people that you probably would know in your life. Like, they want to be cool. They still want to be hip with everybody. You know what's up, what's going on.
What's up, my young people? Like, that shit had me.
Exactly. But also, it's like, okay, we ain't got time to talk. Like, let's just get to it, you know? And I also thought it was kind of amazing how, you know, even though the mask, you know, doesn't make a lot of facial expressions, you kind of felt like his sadness at the part where, like, the baddies of the season, they came down, they, you know, hurt the people he was hanging out with, and you can see where, like, he was hurt when they were, like scared of him. Like, he was a part of that, and he was like, dang, like, we were just hanging out. We were just dancing. We were just...
Yeah, they were generalizing him. He was hurt, bro.
Yeah, like, we just cooking. We just chilled, and you think I was gonna hit dude, you know, and you felt that, and then when Katsu came in, and he was like, yo, I'm not even on that type of time with you. You just saved this little boy after, you know, these people that you thought you were cool with kind of low-key, like, lumped you in. So I see something bigger in you than what you know, what happened. And we can do this. We can change this, you know, with y'all being in here. It's Kaito, right? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was scared. I'm like, yo, imagine I've been saying the wrong name. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm about to jump out the window.
Like how you said Saber was your favorite season?
Bro, don't bring that shit back. Don't bring that shit back.
Saber in
But,
your
like,
hand.
I'm sorry for getting, like, super deep, but I also thought that was, like, a cool thing.
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. I was gonna bring it up.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm done with my thoughts.
Let's see. Criss and Blackwing. What were your
Wait,
thoughts
hold on. I was supposed to go next.
Oh, we didn't
yeah,
go.
hold on before Judan shoots you, 10-ton.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I really like Juran. I like how he was based on Daijujin, which I don't think any of us talked about. I like how even when he's not morphed or henshined, he still has like some of the dinosaur themes from Daijujin. Like, for example, he kind of has like scales on top of his head when he's unmorphed. I kind of like that. It was cool. I also like how he had these "how you do, fellow kids" persona, and it kind of feels like it's gonna play into like some theme where he like tries to fit in with the humans so that he doesn't stand out and doesn't feel like an outcast. I feel like that's the reason why he had that personality. I also like how he was very lively and willing to hang out with the humans and even willing to like rescue them despite, you know, all this stuff going on. So yeah, Zenkaiger was a pretty good character.
Zenkaiger.
All right, thank you for that. So, Criss and Blackwing, what are your thoughts on Judan?
You can go first, Chris.
I talked enough, man. You can go first.
Alright. I think everybody mentioned pretty great points. Definitely like what you said, the moment where, the people, the young people he was hanging out with started to, be scared of him, really just brought me back to, X-Men vibes. I found that very, really cool. So that was some good, alliteration or allegory, whatever the term is. But, yeah, his character, of course, is very laid back, which they said in the description. I like his design, how his out of morph suit design, how his suits are designed to be like Geki from Zoo Ranger, which is really good. And of course, his morph form is supposed to be like Daizujin. And yeah, I don't know that's all I have to say. It's just the first episode. I know there's more to his character later on, but I could tell he definitely has like that party personality, which tends to party more than, than wanting to work. So I can tell he's going to have like a slacker kind of personality towards him, but overall, it's just the first episode. I'm sure there's going to be more character detail for him and development later on.
I mean, to piggyback on Blackwing, for Judan's defense, how he was talking about partying, he was acting as if, it's Footloose, it's forbidden to party. You know what I mean? He was like, this must be how the higher-ups feel, you know what I mean? And then you fell for him. I'm like, shit, if you haven't partied before, today gonna be the day. It's gonna be today. You know what I mean? I like him, I like how, they added the fact that they were because Kaito was showing him how to he didn't even first of all, I kind of wish they kind of were surprised because they didn't even know that they were supposed to morph. They thought they were just shooting guns. But at least that Judan was asking questions. He's like, so you want me to put the chip in here? You want me to do it like this? You want me to shoot? I like when
they did in
kind of did in Dino Fear. When they're aware and it adds realism. You know what I mean? Other than just here, you automatically know how to morph. You know what I mean? Although it kind of felt like that, but I liked how Judan was there to at least be like, hey, I am self-aware. You know what I mean? I like that, how they added that. It was kind of funny. And to piggyback on the fact that his designs are cool, because it's go back to the problem that a lot of fans have. They're like, he doesn't even feel like a ranger. It doesn't feel like Kamen Rider because it's only one person who actually has a suit, blah, blah, blah. But they were like, I mean, if you guys want to complain, we'll give you something more. He has he has four forms, and that's oh, okay. So if you're only gonna if y'all gonna complain about him just looking like still a robot, they're gonna go all out with it, because he has his giant form, he has this form that he turns into a fucking T-Rex, he has the form that he combines, he has a civilian form, he has his morph form, so it's I can't really find anything to complain about him at this point, you know what I mean? The complaint was that he didn't look like a ranger, or that he wasn't human, but now they're okay, if that's your problem, we'll substitute it with something. We'll go all out with the idea that he is a robot, so we can have so many forms. And I like that the people at Sentai they thought that out for us, and that's homage to Geki from Jew Ranger, his pose, the Geki pose. I think of Jason whenever he does that pose. And it was cool. It was nice. I was kind of cheesing, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was nice.
Right, yeah. So I believe Frankie and Miggy haven't gone yet, right?
That's us.
All right, take it away, you two. What were your thoughts on Judan?
You can go first, man.
Alright. I like Judan a lot. He was a lot of fun. So the one thing about the Kikai Noids that really gets me though is how did they really eat? Because you see that Kaito goes and exchanges fucking cotton candy for fucking takoyaki, but it's that's Kikainoi takoyaki. Do they digest food the same way we do? Bro, and when Juran brought the groceries to the grill party, I'm like, huh, does he know what we eat too? So that was kind of interesting to play around with
my questions right now.
But
a weird
no,
question, but an interesting one at that.
Yeah. And
I thought we weren't even gonna mention that stuff. I thought we were just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but I guess let's go all out and ask.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just.
We'll learn more about the Kikanoids later on in the series. You know, like I'm sure we'll probably get like that scene where all the characters are like, oh my god, let's eat, let's party, and then like we actually like see them eat something because you saw how like Juron like winked. You know, like
yeah, that was.
He has emotions, so I wouldn't be surprised if he would like literally like eat something.
Right? Gaon is a chef, so you know what I mean.
That's true. But like, no, I like Juron a lot. Like first impressions, like he's really cool, and like that final attack where he fucking like straight Godzilla's through the air, running start, and then fucking just like Dennis
that was one of y'all were gonna like.
That was a very good Godzilla reference.
I was hoping one of y'all were gonna talk about that. It was gonna be like. We're just not going to mention that Jiron just kind of Godzilla the monster.
Right? Like, it was good. It was, I mean, he's going to be a fun character to watch from now on, so, yeah.
Alright, Frankie, any thoughts on Jiron?
I think everyone already kind of explained, you know, the highlights of his character and, like, you know, the, oh my god, what's the word? Like, the way that they used him to kind of, like, represent, you know, people being biased or, you know, just things in that
people
nature.
Being racist?
Yeah, I was kind of avoiding that word, but yes, basically that. And, you know, him as a character, I looked forward to seeing where it goes, you know, because he's kind of like the grandpa of the group, you know, but he also does like to have a good time. And I look forward to seeing that kind of balance with him and, you know, just overall him enjoying himself as a ranger, as literally like a huge fighting robot, and just as a friend to the rest of the Kikanoids that are going to join the team soon after. So yeah.
Alright, well. Any additional thoughts on side characters or just the general concept?
Let me talk about the star of the show.
His grandma.
The grandma.
We
yeah.
stole the spotlight the moment we found her or saw her. You know, like she is the most funniest character so far to me. Like she is so like she's like that character that's like always so self-aware. Like, wait, what? What's going on? How can they do that? Like, and when she was learning about like when they were using the gears to like power up, like how she was learning about which series Sentai they came from, like. It was really nice because like she's kind of like she kind of represents like new viewers, you know, like learning about
coming into it blind,
right? You know, and I really appreciate that about her.
Is it bad? I think she's gorgeous. Is it that bad?
Not at all.
She used to be a Ranger model back in the day.
Yo, dap me up. You like gills?
She used to be a Ranger model back in the day. She was like everybody's heartthrob back in the 80s or something.
No, I'm just saying, like she looks really good for her age. Like, really, she looks gorgeous.
Beautiful, gorgeous.
Yeah, not a problem. I also like, what I really like was how, Kaito was trying to convince her to become, like, one of the Zenkaigers. She was just not having it. Every time he tried to convince her, he was like, nope. And then 1 minute she considered it, and then she went back to like, nope.
That, I actually wanted to, touch on that scene real briefly. Like, when, like, they were, like, talking in the conference about the show, like, she said that was the first scene that she ever shot. Like, they just gave her the Gatlinger, and they were like, just pose with this and look epic. And then, boom, explosion behind her, and I just remember her talking about, like, oh my god, like, what the heck just happened? But, like, now we see what that shot was used for. And that was, like, really cool Cool foreshadowing. There we go. So, yeah, I really just like that scene, and how she was like, oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, look cool, but I don't want to do it.
I like the bit where she was like, maybe I should.
I don't know if I was the only one, but before this episode came out, I thought she was gonna play the part that like she was gonna go all in on it, but she was like, nah, because when we saw those clips, it looked like she was like kicking ass, but it was just like her, it was just imagination for the viewer. I was like, I thought she was dead ass shooting shit up. I mean, possibly she's.
They bait and switched us like Hirame Gold.
Yeah, bro. I was tight. Don't even remind me.
I did have a thought.
Yeah?
they probably already filmed everything or have everything set in stone. I said it on Twitter, but I kind of wish, and they might not do it, who knows, it's still early. I just hope they would do bring back a female Six Ranger of sorts. I don't know, I thought that could be very interesting for an anniversary season, because it's never been done before. Like, yeah, we had a female Six Ranger, but she was in a group, like in a duo. I think it would have been interesting if they had one as a standalone, as her own person, to be like the second human, or however they're gonna do the Six Ranger.
Let's do it, too, Kaiser. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that would be interesting to shake everything up, but who knows?
Making history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in the rooms, but that would be something I would say.
I mean, Zenkaiger is already going to be a very unusual Sentai, so, like, why not?
Toei, if you're watching this,
just
please give that idea a shot.
That's
I think it might be
it's probably a little too late in terms of development, because we're already getting rumors about what 2 Kaiser's power set's going to be. So, like,
wishful thinking.
Can we talk about
Maybe for
the real MVP? Can we talk about the real MVP? Sechan?
Sechan.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I already like the voice acting choice. Like, it's a nice fit. Like, it's adorable. It
reminds me way too much of Navi.
From
Gokaiger.
Oh yeah.
So, like,
oh totally.
Kind of reminded me of a circuit from Time Force, or whatever circuit was called in
It was Talk.
Yeah, it was Talk.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a teenager voice in the Sentai, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like, it wasn't high pitched. He sounded like a younger sibling, like with a cool teenager type vibe voice. That makes sense. What was it?
Oh yeah, and I like the parent representation. I like the parent figures. That was dope. Like, he looked up to them, and they look like some loving ass parents. You know. Like, the motivation of the parents telling them, like, they kind of like were his heroes in a sense. They had the whole hero pose and everything, and they inspired him to never give up. It's like they were like saying mistakes are just things that you can work on. Like, that's what mistakes are for. You know what I mean? So he was like, all right, I'm gonna use that today. He thought of it while holding Sechan. He was like, you're right. I shouldn't give up on the good and the robots. We can still coexist. It's just like this is a situation where there actually might be just bad apples. You know what I mean? So he was like, let me see what I can do. I'm gonna save the world. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Anybody else got any thoughts on, like, side characters?
I mean, like, just to briefly touch on the villains real quick. I really like the suit designs for the villains this year. Like, they're going off.
Very robotic.
They're going off with, like, the costume design with the villains. Like,
their set looked really nice. The set I know, like, a lot of it was green.
The villain who's literally just a set, I think looks fantastic.
That's honestly, we haven't had something like that in a long time.
Bro, I like how they have, like, their own version of Sechan too. That's kind of dope. I want to know how that plays into it.
Yo, Big Baddie and Dark Sechan's, like, relationship is gonna be tight. Like, that's gonna be a lot of, like, source of, like, funny moments.
Oh my god, what if they make it so emotional? Like, oh my god, like, he was like my twin brother, but then, like, he went evil. The Garza storyline all over again.
Imagine.
Oh my god. They're like, let's just recycle this. They we didn't have enough time last time, so let's, like, try to take our time with this one.
Because I like how it's a situation where it's like fucking, what's the dude from Time Force, the villain?
Ransek.
It's like Ransek and his daughter. He's like, oh, my cute thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fire. Like, there's just, like, it's like he was like, I bet there's gonna be a situation where someone yells at his version of Sechan. He's like, what did you say? He just slaps them in the face. I'm waiting for moments like that. Like, he's like, nobody talks to him like that. You know what I mean? Like, Like I like how he was like, you guys took a month and you guys still have no progress. He slammed his hand, everyone just shook. Like that was kind of dope. Like I don't know. The villains just seem really cool. Like I like the set and everything. I like
everyone's cool until he gets out the wall.
His full form is gonna be revealed.
He's like
he's gonna
Diglett.
come out the wall.
He's like Diglett, and he's like he doesn't even have a body, but he's just a hand.
And fun fact for all you Sentai listeners, the big baddie, I don't know his name, of course, with head on the wall, he is voiced by the actor who is well known in Toku. He's played a majority of Sentai villains. He was the main villain in Live Man, so it's great that he decided to come back and play another main villain in Sentai, so that's just great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, talking about shit like that, this is an anniversary season, and it wasn't until halfway I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be anniversary season. Like I don't know, like just the little thing, like when it cuts to a commercial break, they have like a little jingle, and it feels so
the iCat.
It feels just like Showa shit, bro.
They haven't done that in so long.
Yo, I felt like I haven't watched Showa Sentai or Rider in so long, and that felt really nice listening to. Like those little jingles, like those little touches, because it feels like they are aware to anniversary season. I saw people like complaining about it, about how I hope they don't force it down our throats that it is anniversary season. I feel like from this first episode they played it pretty well. They didn't force anything that they didn't need to, and it was just like they just added like little like stuff just for the old fans and for like just everyone to enjoy. Like I like it, man. I love where the show's going.
Oh, yeah.
I love it, bro. I'm so excited.
Yo, their hideout is super cool, too.
I mean, let's be real. The villain's hideout is way better.
No, but, I mean, it's a candy store.
I'm talking about the underground part. The candy store is dope.
Wow.
Like,
dude.
That's like a bodega, bro. Like, you just pull up, like, yo, grandma!
Right?
All that's
yo, grandma, can I get some cotton candy?
Yeah. I'm taking it out your paycheck.
All that's missing is a cat. That's just
straight up.
Well, you know what I mean? I mean, we do got Sechan.
Yeah,
Sechan hasn't spoken until now, so it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Oh yeah, can I just say I like how the series starts up with how they show footage of old like seasons, and then also Care Major, and then they show them like getting, and then they also showed them getting like trapped inside this cage, and then there's like, and then followed by a scene with keys and stuff. And I hope this leads. And you know what I hope for? I hope they do like cameos of past Ranger seasons, like they did with Gokaiger.
I'm kind of confused because the timeline was like, yo, did you peep the Power Rangers reference? What was the Power Rangers reference? Was there a Power Rangers reference?
There are no Power Rangers.
I mean, duh, because it's like, of course they're gonna show the Zhu Ranger, because it's like that's the second range. I mean, I think they were kind of like it was like a two birds with one stone situation. They're like, we're already having the Zhu Ranger pop up, so like we might as well show the Zhu Ranger footage. But people were like, oh my god, it's a Power Rangers reference. I'm like, y'all realize the second Ranger that's appearing in this episode is Zhu Ranger? Like, I mean, I feel like, for us as American viewers, it's a Power Rangers reference. In Japan, they just see it as a Zhu Ranger reference. You know what I mean? But it was like,
but you know what would be really cool if they showed like a similar scene, but with all the other robots that are representing each tier. Like if they showed the Gal Rangers being put in the gate, the Magic Rangers being put in the gate, and
what I'm
hoping for,
because maybe that's why I didn't catch it as being a Power Rangers reference. What I hope for is that how they do with Cure Major, like every episode they explain what the Cure Majors are, right? Hopefully they do the same shit where like how they just explained who the Zenkaigers are and how they show the scenes of the teams turning into the gears. Like hopefully the next episode they show that, but they add Gal Rangers being put into gears. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's like every episode they add a different team being put into the gear, and because the next episode is going to be a Gal Ranger representation character being a ranger, they show that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to see that, and hopefully And hopefully there's like and you know how there's like that scene where we see all the Red Warriors? I hope that builds up in the finale where they like free all the past Rangers and then they assist them in like the final battle, kind of like with Go.
Yeah.
I think what should happen is that people should just leave the anniversary series to be their own thing. Like, too often, and I know probably some of us saw it a lot down the timeline, is that everybody was trying to compare and contrast between, dang, I forgot the name, Lord.
Gokaiger?
Gokaiger, and also, what's the one with Zoojer?
Zoojer.
Yes.
Zoojer, Gal Ranger, and Gokaiger. Those are the anniversary seasons.
And Bokenger as well.
Oh yeah,
yes,
that's right.
Yes, of course.
And it was just like, not only are they trying to like celebrate the anniversary, but they also have to tell their own story. Like, in some cases, the story can be wrapped up in the anniversary, or we can just show different things, because Gal Ranger didn't do like a whole, now correct me if I'm wrong, they didn't do like a whole focus on this is the anniversary.
They
like
didn't.
Actually, they did. They kind of did
really.
with like Gal Ranger versus Super Sentai, where they had all the Red Warriors.
That's the movie though. That doesn't count.
Yeah, that's
even
a
with,
team up.
Even with Jew Ranger, even when I watched Jew Ranger Live, there was like no like hints to any of that, like other than the Gokaiger team up in Aqua Red popping ups here and there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. O Ranger is also an anniversary season. O Ranger.
Technically, no.
The only season that I can think of other than Gokaiger that is a really anniversary season, because I feel like that's probably why this is more of an anniversary season than the 40th. I don't know why, since I've noticed that as a pattern. You would think that whenever it's a number and then next to an O, like they would treat that anniversary bigger, but like it's always a number and then the 5. Like, you know what I mean? How like Gokaiger was 35 and now we're at 45. Like I feel like they treat those more as anniversaries than anything else, because
they better go big and beyond for when they turn 50, because
that's 50.
That's 50. You can't just leave that.
Yeah, you can't just leave that and then wait for the 55. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why I'm kind of glad that this doesn't feel forced as an anniversary season, because I'm like, they're probably saving it up for 50, the big 50. You know what I mean? But like the other season that I can tell, like someone mentioned, was Bokenger, because Bokenger does a lot of like subtle things, like how the villains look like Juran. The villains look like Juran, and you know what I mean? Like that's like subtle things, or like some of the characters have some of the character traits of other Rangers, stuff like that. But it's like that's the only other subtle thing, you know.
I think the most important thing to do with these anniversary seasons is just treat them as their own series and not trying to complain. I mean, not trying to complain. Don't try to compare. Like, how somebody feels about Bokenger, I don't feel that same way. Gokaiger was my first Sentai, so of course I'm going to have a certain attachment to it.
Right.
More than another anniversary series. But the comparison of all, I just say, like, these are their own sub-genres of what the story is about. You know, let it be that way, because for one, I'm tired of all this comparison and arguing about complaining about stupid shit.
I literally don't see the Gokaiger comparison. It's like, yeah, it's an anniversary season, but it feels like you as the viewer are comparing stuff that aren't even there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like Gokaiger, like people were comparing it as if the Gokaiger's popped up in it. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Why are y'all talking about Gokaiger so much? This is a whole new season. We're on episode 1. There's nothing to complain about yet. Like Gokaiger, like no one was complaining about Gokaiger like this. Like, what the hell? Like, Gokaiger was an excellent season. And
Gokaiger was a gateway for everybody.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like, Gokaiger, like, yes, it was a heavy ass anniversary season, but the story made it so cool. The whole part that they have, like the Ranger keys, that at times it felt like that was the main plot. I mean, it was the main plot, but it was like the characters were more than just being put into an anniversary season. It was like people still talk about them today. You know what I mean? And it's like to complain about a show like Zenkaiger. It's like, bro, it's the first episode, and there's no reason for you to complain about it. Why are y'all comparing it to Gokaiger? What is even the problem with comparing it to Gokaiger? Because y'all know Gokaiger is fire. So why are y'all so like negatively talking about it when talking about Zenkaiger? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put down another season just because you don't want it to be forced as the anniversary season. Because look what happened to Zyuohger. People complain about it not being an anniversary season enough. You know what I mean?
People still say Zyuohger is a GOAT because of Yamato.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can't win with the fans sometimes, but it's like let episode 5 at least. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just start complaining about a show that hasn't showed much flaws yet. Like, I don't really have anything.
Very quick.
Yeah, people are kind of really quick. Like, you would think with how the season of Tokusatsu fans has been recently, like, shit, Power Rangers is having a come up. What the fuck? You should already humble yourself and give Zenkaiger a chance. Because if fucking Power Rangers is having a come up, we just have to sit down and be like, shit, we are already blessed. We have no reason to be complaining about anything Toku related. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Zenkaiger looks like it'll probably be a really good season as well. So there's no reason, because Sentai hasn't taken an L in a long ass time. So I don't want to hear nothing from these fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's my little rant.
Bravo, Criss.
Bravo, Criss.
Let's clap it up.
You went harder there than I did on the Dino Fury theme.
I mean, I grew on it. I'm not gonna lie, especially the instrumental.
It's very infectious. The Dino Fury theme is very infectious. You just can't help but sing along with it.
Bro,
I still hate it. But we're not talking about Dino Fury. We're here to talk about Zenkaiger.
Right.
Oh yeah, can we talk about the dance? Cause y'all know I be doing the Kirame dance on the timeline. So you know I'm about to do the Zenkaiger dance. It looks complex and I'm ready.
I'm gonna need a whole year to memorize that dance.
Nah, dancing is in my blood. I got this.
It took me a while to memorize the Kirame dance.
Yeah,
Oh my god, like, what if we all, like, made a video and then, like, put it together in a collage?
Oh, we doing it.
We're doing it. We are doing it.
Like, that'd be so lit of all of us doing that. And then we, like, promote the Time For Toku podcast. Well, we'll see.
What about you, Ten? What about you, Ten? You got any thoughts to add on? 10!
Tanara, are you there?
10?
Are they alive?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are they alive?
My mic, I switched my mic, but I forgot I turned it off. Not the point. But yeah, final thoughts on Zenkaiger. It was just a really good premiere episode, and it was just a lot of fun to watch. It was the first, it's not, considering I just came off of Tokuger, it's not the first time that I've seen a Sentai have so much fun with itself, but it's refreshing to, like, see that Sentai is still going strong. Since, you know, we had all these, we had, like, at least 5 or 6 seasons where the fans were happy with what Sentai was doing.
They're on a roll.
Yeah, they've been on a roll for a damn. It's honestly so weird when you're fans of something like Power Rangers, where you obviously have your bad or your just meh seasons in there, or your like almost good seasons. But like you go to Sentai, and I can name maybe one Sentai that's like genuinely bad that I know everyone's watched, and the fandom unanimously agrees it's bad.
Which one is that?
Do it.
Ninja.
Do it.
Ninja.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, like that's the one Sentai that I've seen the fandom unanimously agree is bad for something.
Hey,
for, like,
if
actually
you like Ninja, you can like Ninja.
And obviously, yeah, if you like Ninja, more the power to you. You're enjoying something that other people can't. More power to you. That's just
Yeah,
the
that's great.
Shit, I'd rather watch it than everyone say with me. Ninja Steel.
Oh.
Hey, yeah, no, it's just that there's like maybe one or two bad Sentai that the fandom unanimously agrees are bad Sentais. Or mostly unanimously agrees.
Hey, can I say something about Zenkaiger and like as the season as a whole?
What's up?
I kind of noticed something about the season. I noticed that it was something with SPD in a case of how humans and another life form are living together in harmony, but then something happens that causes the two sides to clash. I noticed that when I was watching it.
Okay. Yeah, that's honestly a fair point. It's the same thing with like Deca Ranger, but.
Oh, can we talk about the fire ass henshin sequence?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about those. But yeah, the henshin sequences are pretty they're eye candy this season.
Mm-hmm. I like the whole news reporter thing. Like the news is aware. Tokusatsu in general has been very aware of making media being a source of awareness in these shows. Like Dino Fury has Buzz Blast, and now Zenkaiger has the news actually talking about what the fuck is going on. Like, dude, we have a parallel universe mixture going on. I like that. I like those story elements. I like how they even talked about YouTube. They're like, why are you doing crazy, stupid shit? What are you, a YouTuber? He's like, I'm not no YouTuber. I like that. I like when they add real life shit into the shows.
Yeah.
Right, for me, I just really overall enjoyed the episode. Anytime that they use Sentai gear, I just get excited on whichever team that they're gonna use, because I know there's like 44 teams to choose from, so it's gonna be amazing just to see what abilities they pick up from. And I mean, again, something that I want to see later on in the show. I mean, this is just wishful thinking. I just hope to see, cameos from past Sentai alum. If we don't get those, then that's fine. I mean, they had Aka Ranger make a cameo appearance in the episode 0 movie for this team. For this team. So if other Sentai alum past Rangers show up, then I will be happy as a canary. But other than that, for now, just surprise me. That's how I am.
Bro, I like the gear
speaking of
so
Sentai gear. Speaking of Sentai gear, something else I noticed was that something I liked was that henshin device here was a gun similar to Kyoryuger. That was really cool. That's something we haven't seen in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
We had a gun morpher in Lupet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just recently.
Also, didn't Kyoryu Gold have a gun as a morpher?
Oh yeah, him too. So very recent.
I think Kyoryu Gold has like a crossbow thing as like a morpher.
Wait, not Kyoryu Gold.
Freaking Yuri so Gold. I'm
wrong dinosaur.
2 years ago, keep it up, you old geezers.
Listen, it is not my fault. There are two well-loved dinosaur seasons,
and they both have the same color scheme.
And we're about to see them again this year. Like, come on, people.
We can't forget about them.
Yeah, we get 15 minutes for a V cinema.
Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, we're having that crossover with
Yeah, we do have the crossover movie coming.
We have the crossover. It's gonna be freaking Real Soldier versus Sayo with the Cure Majors. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sayo and the other Sentai members from 2020.
Sayo and Company. Yeah.
Bottom line is Criss loves Sayo. That's the bottom line.
Bro. Yo, bro. Can we talk about how we kind of like?
No, we're not talking about Sayo.
No. But you like how we kind of like subtly like threw shade at the Ninja, but the gears made me excited as shit for the Ninja. I would have never thought I would be that excited for seeing the Ninja on my screen. Like they was like I like how they added that though, like how it's like it's kind of like how in Star Wars how they have like those spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like like pulled up, kind of like how the Spirit Rangers in Jungle Fury they're just there, and then the power comes to you. You know what I mean? Like I also
really like how the powers from the Sentai Gears work, where it's not like Gokaiger where they just turn into the Rangers. That's what I was kind of scared of they were gonna do.
I was scared that when I saw the spirits, I thought they was just about to be a bunch of clones running. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, there's gotta be too many.
Yeah, I like how they actually used the powers of past Ranger seasons. That was pretty cool. Like how they used Zuo Eagle and Aka Ninja.
It's kind of like DN. It's kind of like DN, Kamarada DN and freaking Chinara's boyfriend from Gokaiger. What's his name?
Marvelous?
I thought Bosco was your boyfriend.
Bosco's my boyfriend. The fuck?
Yeah, but he summons Rangers. I thought that was the situation. I thought he was summons Rangers with the spirits. I was like, whoa, but nah.
Hold up.
Let E speak.
I thought they said that Zenkaiger was gonna have access to like their weapons and stuff. That's what I thought I saw.
Well, it seems like they have access to like past weapons, past techniques, past attacks, so
abilities,
yeah,
just pretty much access to all the previous team's arsenal.
Like, yeah, it's basically like Gokaiger, except a bit more subtle.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. What weapons are gonna pop out when they find the Gokaiger gear?
If they pull it off and it's still dope, with still being subtle, like that goes back to what me and Blackwing were saying. Like they have to go all out when it's the 50th anniversary. And I was like, damn, I hope they don't throw everything out now. So then when it's the 50th, there's not that much to throw out. But like if they're able to throw out subtle things this year and it's still just as dope, shit, that's like,
you know what? I'm gonna say it right now, okay? 50th anniversary, we better be seeing a female red.
Duh.
I'm gonna say it right now.
Exactly. Amen.
I want my female Six Ranger.
Give us both.
Yes, give us both. That would be amazing. Please show it. If you're watching this, give it to us.
Heck, I'm pretty sure they might try to do it.
Ranger,
I'm pretty sure they might try to do it even before the 50th anniversary.
Right, like I wouldn't have a problem with that either. And like also having like gender like bending colors as well. Like give a guy pink. Like how cool would that be?
You have Gokaigers morph into Pink Rangers. So
right. And you had Tokyugers swapping colors.
You know, so like give it to us.
That was more. Yeah, that was swapping colors. But like,
I know it was their gimmick, but it could work.
I don't know. Wait, we had the Pink Ranger in fucking, or am I making shit up? In Zyuohger? Or am I crazy?
No, because that was a joke Ranger.
That was a joke.
I know that. I know. I just had like a nightmare of vivid memories from that shit. An old ass man in a pink suit. I'm like, oh shit, it's Filthy Frank.
Oh God, no.
And outside, have a ganja.
Oh my God. Well, there you go, guys.
Can I get the multi, please?
There you go, guys. Zenkaiger, everybody.
All right. Well.
Hey, Mo. Hey, Mo.
Yes, boss.
Why did you whisper that? Why did you?
I don't even know anymore. I'm losing it right now.
But yeah, I think we should wrap this up. So, this has been the Time for Toku podcast. Thank you all so much for watching today. We were talking about Zenkaiger with our lovely folks. Frankie, would you like to start the send-off? Tell people where they can find you.
Yes. Okay, well, you guys can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter by just searching up my name, Frankie Joaquin, Joaquin. Yeah.
All right. Criss, where can people find you after the podcast?
People can find me on Twitter at Criss26Deuce. That's Criss with 2 S's, 26 DUES. Glad to see Sentai still killing it.
E, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at the Shy Rose, Shy as in Chicago Rose.
All right, Deka.
You can find me on Twitter at DekaBlazing, and you can find me on Instagram at DekaBlazing. There you can find my art. You can also find me on YouTube at DekaBlaze. There I share AMVs and speed draws of my.
You cut off.
And speed draws of my art.
All right. And, Miggy.
So you guys can find me Miggy.Moxie on Twitter and Insta. And we're gonna have a good ass year of Sentai.
Yeah.
Toku in general.
And then Blackwing, where can people find you after the podcast?
Alright, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, at Blackwing2040.
And I have been your host, Tenarakun. If you want to find me after the podcast, you can go follow me on Twitter. Or you can go follow me on Twitch, where I stream on the weekends. I stream games like Power Rangers Battle for the Grid and Magic the Gathering Arena. So if you're interested in those, come stop by, have a chill time. And thank you so much for listening to the Time for Toku podcast. We all hope you have a good night, and peace.
Take care, folks.
Remember, full power, full force.
Give me that pussy, balls.
Oh my god.